Hey guys, how's it going? How's everybody doing? I am wearing my crystal crown today, feeling very magical. Sorry, stuff is in my background right now. I'm packing to go to the Keys for the weekend. Happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. I wanted to hop on here today and make a little video about a few things. I'm gonna jump around a little bit, but I wanted to just kind of get on here and talk about a little about ego, a little about the fifth dimension, a little bit about spirituality, hence the crown, feeling super connected today. Felt like this was a good idea to wear my crown. So I know things are really crazy right now with like the planets in retrograde, emotions are all over the place, and things are coming up from the past, exes and friends and past trauma and emotions and triggers. And, you know, I wanted to talk a little bit about just like the ego and how the ego kind of keeps us stuck in these emotions. And like it's that recurrent story that we tell ourselves every day, or the people around us tell us. It's so important to get out of those patterns and be aware of your thoughts. And this doesn't happen overnight. This doesn't happen in a week. This takes a lot of time to really be observant of your own thoughts and emotions. It takes a long time. It took me years, and to not be reactive, to really like understand like where your triggers might be coming from, or where your anger, sadness, guilt, shame, fear, whatever those emotions, where they might be coming from, and to not react on them and just kind of like observe them and let them come in and then just release them and realize that we're not our thoughts, we're not our emotions, we're not our ego, we're separate from all of that. So when you think about that, like life kind of just flows more smoothly. Life is kind of like a ride. Even right now with everything going on, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want my video to get blocked, but with everything going on and like everyone in these like fear and like emotional states, it's so important to remember that only you have the power over your emotions and the way that you feel. Not the media, not the news, not your friends, not your family, not whatever you tell yourself every day. Only you hold the power. So when you realize that, you kind of become invincible. You kind of step into your power. Where for me, I was always in the fear state, like ego mind, just constant, I have to do this, and I have to do. Whatever you tell yourself or you speak out, the universe will reaffirm that to you. And that's really hard because even subconsciously, whatever you're thinking, it's just gonna get reaffirmed to you. So I have people, well, I don't have money and I don't have my soulmate and I don't have this and I don't have that. Yeah, because that's what you keep telling yourself and that's what you keep telling the universe. So the universe is just gonna keep reaffirming that to you. Me now, I wake up every day, I tell myself I'm healthy, I'm abundant, I'm blessed, money's coming to me. My perfect soulmate is coming to me. And my life has been this ride ever since I started living this way. And I look back, and a year ago, I can't believe how fast a year goes by. A year ago, I was like a completely different person. And that's the beauty of it. Like every day, every month, every second, every year, every hour, you are changing, you're something different. And that's crazy to think that everything is energy and everything begins in your mind. Everything that was ever created began as a thought, right? So everything, we create our own reality. Whatever you believe in your mind, whatever you put out, that is what the universe will reaffirm to you. So if you tell yourself that you don't have friends, or you're fat, or you're ugly, or you're this, or you're that, that's what you're gonna get reaffirmed with every single day. And it's so hard because people are like, yeah, but that's the truth. Like I'm broke and I am fat and I am this and my friends suck. Okay, change it. Change it, change it, change it. People are so, we want to see it first before we think it's real. And that's not the way that energy and the universe works. You have to believe it's real first. You have to create it in your mind. You have to see it in your mind. And that's what we do in dreams. That's what dreams are about, deja vu. That's when we're little kids, stop daydreaming, stop this, stop dreaming. No, don't stop dreaming, because your dreams can be your reality. And the things that you dream about are very important. So pay close attention to your dreams. Me, I dream during the day now. I've been practicing lucid dreaming. I dream, I have to catch myself and be like, am I awake right now or am I dreaming? Because everything that I'm currently experiencing a year ago, I was wanting and hoping and wishing and dreaming about. And now I have it. So manifestation is real. The law of attraction is real. I can tell you that. I was watching the videos, doing the work, doing it all. I'm like, it's not working. It's not real. This is bullshit. Like, it's not real. No, it's real. You just really have to work at it. You have to let the ego die and the chatter in your mind die. You have to change and grow into the person you're supposed to be. And I'm watching a lot of people wake up right now, and it's beautiful. A lot of my friends are like, I want to get more into crystals and my spirituality. I don't think I'm a spiritual person, and my boyfriend's not spiritual. No, everybody is a spiritual person. They're just not in tune or in touch with their spirituality. Everybody is a spiritual person. We're all spiritual beings. That's what we are. We're just not in touch with it because we have all this chatter in our mind, in the ego, which is constant go, 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 go. And that's where the news and the media and what we're told and what we're all just living out of our wounds. We're all living out of our wounds. We're all living out of our inner shadows. And that's why people are sick or angry or upset, or they judge or whatever. They don't understand people's race or color or religion or their sexuality, because we don't really understand ourselves. We don't see, when you're in the fifth dimension, you see everybody as a part of you. You don't see yourself separate from anyone. So for me, it's really easy for me to be very compassionate and understanding with people now. I don't judge anyone. I see everybody as myself. I see myself in everyone. So I have love for everyone, even the exes, ex-friends, my father that I don't talk to, whatever it may be. Even the bad people in the world. I hold a compassion for them because, again, we're living out of our ego. We're living out of what we're taught, we're in this survival mode. And that's something that you need to do the work for yourself. No one's going to do it for you. You have to step into healing, and you have to do the work, and you have to face your shadows, face your fears, face your demons, hug that little child, embrace that little child inside of you, and see where these emotions are coming from and why you get triggered by things and why you don't think it's okay for this person to do this, or why you don't think it's okay for whatever it is you don't think is okay. Because that has a reflection to do with nothing but yourself. When we aren't living our authentic selves, we get angry at other people that are doing it. Because really, we want to step up and do that too. I ran into a few little situations this past week with retrograde, and you know what? I had to check myself, and I got triggered by a couple different things, and I had to go inside myself and see where these triggers were coming from. And a lot of them, again, were old wounds from exes or guys, or not feeling worthy or not having self-love. And that is the reality. When you're living in self-love and you're vibrating at love and you are healed, you are just living in a dream. Even during this pandemic, this crazy time, my life is a dream. I'm looking outside the window right now, and I look at the clouds, and I look at the nature, I look at animals. I feel one with everyone. I feel one with everyone and everything. And this is a crazy feeling to feel. I never thought I could feel this good. It's bliss. I've let that ego die, and I've stepped into who I really am. And that's what being a light worker is. I want to help other people. I've always wanted to help other people. Again, we have to help ourselves before we can help other people. But right now, with everything going on, I think some people are finally starting to realize, wait a minute, life can be so much easier. We're all in this together. We're all doing the same thing. Don't we all just want to have like a magical life? Don't we want to wake up every morning and create the reality that we want and not be living in fear, not be like, oh God, I can't pay my bills today. Oh my God, my boyfriend and this girl called me this, and who wants to live like that? No one wants to live like that. But the ego wants you to stay stuck in like the pain and fear and like doubt and worry. Like the ego loves that. It feeds off of that. It loves it. Your authentic self is over here like, hey, come over here in the 5th, 6th, 7th dimension where it's really fun and you don't have to worry about any of that. And me, just, again, my whole life I placed myself in a box that I was this. For a while I was like, oh, I'm only good at modeling. Like, I don't have any money. I don't have any real friends. I only attract these type of partners that cheat and that like leave me. And oh my God, I'm turning 30 soon. I have to be married and have kids. And it's all it does is your ego just keeps, because we listen to everybody but ourselves. You don't listen to that voice deep, 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 way down within. And when you start to do that, you start to attract the right things into your life. You start to attract people that are vibrating on the same wavelength as you. You start to attract people that want to live their authentic selves too. And sometimes I attract some crazy people, and it's really easy for me to kind of be like, I'm gonna love you from over there. Like, don't want to text this person back today. Like, already sensing the energy through the phone. I've become very psychic with like my senses and like picking up on people and things, and when someone's fighting with someone or someone's sad or happy. And that's okay. Like, when you are waking up to your true self, that also is going to bring in a lot of those broken people still, because they're trying to feed off that good energy. So you just have to be mindful of that. You have to be mindful where you're placing your energy. What's the saying? Energy goes where attention flows, or is that the saying? Yeah, energy goes where attention flows, or energy flows where attention goes. One or the other, wherever your energy goes. So that's why it's so important to be mindful of your thoughts and the energy that you're putting out. And again, in a year, my life has done a 180. Everything that I thought I was a year ago, I'm a complete different person. And that's the beauty of it, that you can change. You don't have to stay stuck in whatever box you put yourself in. The things that you think are so bad sometimes aren't so bad. I used to be a very codependent person in relationships. I thought I had to have a boyfriend to make me happy. I thought this, I thought that. I didn't understand people in open relationships. I didn't understand different sorts of sexuality. Now, whatever, be you, do whatever you want to do, whatever your relationship means to you. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you. And that's the thing, is when you really are living to your purpose and yourself, it excites people. They want to do it too. And I stopped modeling for a while. I stopped taking sexy photos because I had boyfriends telling me like, oh, you're never going to find somebody. You're never going to find someone that's okay with this. You shouldn't be doing this. I had friends, oh, your photos are trashy, or this or that. Or I have certain girlfriends that their boyfriends didn't want to hang out with me, whatever it was. And the old me would get triggered and, oh my God, like, people don't like me. Like, why? Like, I'm such a good person. And then you start going down that hole and you start not being yourself. And I'm more me than I've ever been in my life. And it's a magical feeling. And it's crazy to think, because I am attracting so many different people. I'm attracting so many different people, and it's amazing. It's awesome. I have these beautiful friendships now that I've always longed for. I wanted friends to understand me. I think all my girls in my group are like, oh, I finally have friends that understand me. I finally have people. And that's the thing, that we all want to be understood. We all want to feel connected to each other. We all want to feel like we're not alone in our struggles, and we're not. And that's what's going on right now in the world. No one's alone in this. We're all in this together. I'm not separate from you. You're not separate from me. And that's like the true beauty of the world, is community, is tribe, is everybody wants to feel connected to somebody. And we try to do that in so many different ways. And a lot of people try to escape their minds, or they think they're weird, they think they're different. My girlfriends were telling me yesterday, I always thought I was weird and different, and deep down I'm like, oh, I'm into crystals, I'm into things, I'm into spirituality, and no one's like me. No, there's a million people like me. And that's when my girl's like, oh, I feel weird, like I want to learn about crystals and Reiki and healing and energy, but no one here gets it. My friends will judge me. My friends, good, those people aren't for you. And maybe they won't judge you. Maybe you're gonna help wake those people up too. You don't know that until you try, until you step out of your comfort zone and get uncomfortable and chase the voice deep down that's telling you to do something. You will stay stuck in your life forever. You will stay stuck in that box that you or your friends or your parents or whoever placed you in. And that's like kids, kids have very like magical minds, so do animals. And we're taught not to be these magical beings because you're weird, and stop daydreaming, and you can't be this. And you know, last year I was dating someone that I was like, oh no, we can't, like, we're old, like we should stop partying and going out and doing things and being magical. And you know, why? Why? We're always gonna be that inner child. Right now it's important to hug that like inner child and like see that you are a magical being. You're never too old, you're never too young, you're never in the wrong place. You're never in the wrong place at the right, or you're never in the right place at the wrong time. You're at the right place looking at things the wrong way. We are all a victim of our circumstances. We're all living in our inner wounds, in our trauma. No one's perfect, everyone's broken. And that's why it is so important to be understanding with people. Like, I don't know how to put it, this feeling of bliss that I feel every day. It's a weird feeling. It's the most magical feeling. I'm not happy all the time, don't get me wrong. There's things that still like go wrong, but for the most part, I know how to transmute energy now. I know when things aren't going my way or things aren't working out. We can all be like, oh God, the world sucks, and oh my God, everything's so hard and everything's happening to me, and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Or we can change the situation and make it into something beautiful. We can turn it around. We can transmute the energy. And that's what being a light worker is. That's what being an alchemist is turning darkness into light. And you become like the people you surround yourself with. And when one person's feeling down, you can pick them up. And when that person's feeling down, you know, we're all gonna have bad days and good days. And that's the thing though, you wanna be around people that really lift you up and maybe don't wanna like just sit around and party and just like sit and talk about drama and talk about this and this guy and this cheat and this. No, you want to be around people that are like in the same high vibration as you, that want to learn, that want to grow, that want to do things, that want to make memories and live this magical life. So I just wanted to like talk about, you know I got into like 5 different tangents, but basically this video is basically to tell you you're not alone. You're never alone. It's so much, the ride is so much more beautiful when you just let go of the past, let go of the drama, let go of the hurt, let go of the pain, let it go. You don't have to stay stuck in your feelings. Like, you can really live a beautiful life that you want to live. It's up to you. It's not up to anyone else. Stop blaming people for your circumstances or how you feel, or stop blaming the world for your problems. You're your own problem. You are your own problem. Get out of your head and start talking to yourself in a good way. Start imagining your life as how you want it to be. And I promise you, you will create that life for yourself. Even during these circumstances, I can't wait for these circumstances to be over, because yes, I want to travel the world and do all these amazing things, but plant the seeds one day at a time. Like, talk to yourself in a good manner. Meditate, do yoga, do Reiki, face the fears. Sit with yourself, sit with your pain, sit with your demons. Stop doing drugs and drinking and having sex and going out and taking the vacations. Sit with your pain and your triggers and your trauma and see where that comes from and why you think you need these things to make you happy. You don't need anything to make you happy. You can be sitting here doing nothing. I watched a video on Russell Brand and Eckhart Tolle for 2 hours the other day, and it was the most powerful video. And, Russell Brand says, Eckhart, like, what do you do for fun? Sometimes I just sit here and look out the window and look at the birds. He's like, what? That's what you do for fun? And it's like, you can create anything to be fun. We get attached to circumstances and situations and things. And Buddha says attachment is the root of all suffering. So just detach from anything being good or bad or this or that. When things aren't going your way, cool. That's the universe telling you it wasn't supposed to go that way. So I know I just went off on like a million tangents. I got like super pumped because I'm just feeling good. I feel powerful, and it's time for you to step into your power and feel good every day. And you will attract all the right people, situations, circumstances in the divine timing that it's supposed to be. And trust the process. Love you guys. Be magical. Wear your crystal crown. Happy 4th of July and love you all.